Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz going up against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And here we are, Greg, in Game 1 of the NBA season. How does opening night feel different from the rest of the season, the rest of the schedule?
Well, Kevin, it's the excitement of the unknown. Everybody comes in with the highest of expectations, right? You got new teammates, some new wrinkles, still a lot to figure out and shake out over the course of a long season.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. We've got DeAndre Ayton. Collins is out there with Williams. Then there's Grant, and it's George in at the 1 spot. Back to pass to White. Back to Black. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it. And it's John Collins with the rebound. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Pass to Grant. Here's Collins. Good, and Grant gets the assist.
Yeah, John Collins doing work in the painted area right there. Gotta love it.
And when you look at John Collins' advanced numbers, Doris, they jump off the page.
Yeah, probably the advanced numbers you're referencing, Kevin. Offensive rating, true shooting percentage. And when you look at it through that lens, Collins is absolutely able to score from a variety of spots on the floor, and the guy's an absolute terror on the glass.
And George kicks to Williams. Jazz passing it around. Collins passes to Grant. Back to Collins. That's tipped. Here's Black. He's covered by Grant. Black, no good. Jazz have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Grant gets a wide open look, and no good, trying to use the glass. The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Pass to Harden, lets it go with the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
The three-point shooting of James Harden has always been pure.
Grant outside. Williams with a clean look. Misses the 3. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Harden outside. Here's Black. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And George kicks to Ayton. Pass to Williams. And stolen by White. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. It's a 3-point game. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And the Bulls with some changes. Jordan comes in for White. And it's Mitchell in for James Harden. Collier, he's checked in for the Jazz. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
2 minutes.
Ayton finds Williams. To the right side. Clock at 4. The 3 from George. Black grabs the board. What a season it was for MP. Greg, a great playoff run, and now he'll forever be a 2-time NBA champion.
And every title run is different. MP knows that now. But the way his team came together in the postseason was fantastic. A great season capped off with another ring for MP.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Bulls shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Williams. Then for the Jazz, Filipowski, he's checked in for Collins. Lauri Markkanen comes in for Williams. And it's Richardson in for George. to the wing right side. Here's Ayton. Good on the triple.
Well, true to form in today's NBA, as a big man, DeAndre Ayton has face-up ability, and that's critical.
Here's Black. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Black. Shoots over Collier. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 6 points for Thunder.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Inside, deflects the pass, and stolen by Jordan. In transition, here come the Bulls. Now Mitchell. 26 seconds left in the first. Pass to Buzelis. 3 on the clock. Here's Black. It's good from long range. Black's got 9.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Now Richardson. Over Mitchell. And he was able to put it up in time, but it doesn't fall. And that does it for the first quarter. It's Chicago up 8 from the... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
So with George on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Markkanen. Grant is out there with Collier. Then there's Filipowski, and it's Boeheim in at the 5 spot. Black kicks to Jordan. Back to Black. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Black's got the lead up to 9 now for Chicago. And coming off his second league MVP award, Greg MP is certainly cementing his place as one of the best to ever do it.
Well, Kevin, you look at the players to win multiple MVPs, every single one in the Hall or headed there, and he'll be no exception.
Pass to White. Back to Black. From deep. And the 3 ball is good. Black's got 6 in the quarter.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Yeah, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Jordan's shot is off. Jazz trail by 12. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's Collier missing.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Grant surveying the D. They can't stop the run with that one. The Bulls leading by 15. Harden dishes to Black. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Fantastic look, but that's a bit redundant for James Harden.
Jazz have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. McBride's checked in for Chicago. Collins checked in for Utah. Williams comes in for Grant. so it's the Chicago Bulls riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us?
Looking at the Bulls, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for... Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Chicago Bulls.
When contributions off the bench make this big of an impact, it leaves the team feeling good. It's a morale builder, guys, in a good way.
Yeah, and you can see the difference in the energy level, the activity level. They've been a step ahead the whole way.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by Thunder.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
Harden out there with Black. Then it's Williams. Then it's Kobe White. And it's Moose Ellis in at the power forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level. The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
White against Williams. Lets it fly. That's good on the jump shot. Williams has got 5.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And that one drops for him. White's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Here's the screen, and here's Collins from outside. The Bulls leading by 23. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Pass to Ayton. Williams for 3. And it's White with the rebound. Chicago's gone 2 of 3 when they've ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Black the pass to White. Black kicks to Harden. Puts up a 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Collins setting the big for Grant. To the middle, Williams with the steal. In transition, here come the Bulls from 6 feet. And it's Utah with the rebound. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Grant. And Grant slams it home.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight.
James Harden is equally good, passer or scorer. There he sets his teammate up nicely.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Grant kicks to Ayton. Back to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Jordan, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Buzelis. Miles McBride's checked in for Kobe White. And it's Mitchell in for James Harden. Utah also making some changes. Filipowski, he's checked in for John Collins. Markkanen comes in for Williams. And it's Collier in for George. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
And guys, how about the uncertainty?
Check in for Utah. Richardson comes in for Grant. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Fourth quarter just getting started, 1 minute in the books. So with George on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Markkanen. Richardson is out there with Collier. Then there's Filipowski, and it's Ferguson in at the 3 spot. Here's Black. Oh! What a finish with the reverse dunk. And I'm sure last season is still fresh in MP's mind, Greg. He accomplished what very few players before him have done. Winning the MVP in the finals for a second time. Wow.
And there's something about the biggest stage in the sport that brings out the best in him. It says something about his mental toughness as well. Not everybody thrives under pressure like he does. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
3 points.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And once again last season, MP was voted to the first-team All-NBA squad. That's his 3rd time, GA. He may be getting used to it at this point, but man, it shouldn't diminish the accomplishment, should it?
The consistency we see from MP on a season-by-season basis is tremendous. Kevin, it is no easy feat to land on the first team that many times.
And last year, MP was named All-NBA for the 3rd time in his career.
And that tells you everything you need to know about MP. He's in the top tier of competitors in this league. Great to see his game getting recognized like that.
And recently, MP making a tough business decision, signing on with a new company for his shoe deal.
And with recent ambassadors like LaMelo Ball and Marcus Smart, MP will be the next Puma athlete to raise the game in their shoes. He's got that same competitive edge and fits right in with the Puma stable of NBA stars.
The 3 from George. Landale grabs the miss. Going inside.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Grant outside. Williams looking over the floor. Off target with his 3. Well, Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Black the pass to Landale. Lewis dishes to Black. Pass to Landale. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Chicago.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Thunder.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
The 3 from George gets the three-pointer to fall.
Stop on a dime, pull up and get into your jump shooting motion. Go ahead, Keontae.
Driving in. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. From past the arc. And down it goes. Three-pointer falls in from Black. Black's got 45 points. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Outside Williams. Three-pointer on the way. Offensive rebound. Back to George. Outside Williams. Pass to Collins. The fadeaway. No good there. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.